Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Post-Gym Pondering. Today we have episode 5, and some of you might be wondering, Ethan, you're not in your car today, and to that I have to say, wait a minute. How the hell did we get here? Thank you for making a guest appearance, Jasper. Just kidding. That was a terrible joke. We're at home because it snowed for the first time this year in Fargo, and yeah, I trust myself driving in snow, but I already don't trust 95% of the other drivers here in the summer, so I didn't feel like it was the best idea to record on the way home in the car. I just wanted to focus on driving and getting home safe. To the fellas, I hope you can see Max as well. Here's Max, our dog. Not pictured is my girlfriend because she's at work, unfortunately. She works a normal hours at her job, whereas my psycho ass clocks in around 4:30 a.m. every day. Anyways, I think we're gonna go sit down now, but we're about to get into this post-gym pondering episode, guys. We had our rest day today, but you already know we turned it into active recovery because resting is kind of gross and I don't really like it. So we usually just hit calves, some core, and some forearms on our rest day. Takes about 30 to 40 minutes. I know, I should give my body the rest, but I don't wanna. All right, let's go to the living room. All right, friends. I think I framed this pretty well. Drink of choice today, we have Diet Coke because pre-workout's long gone. Protein shake is long gone. We stopped at Aldi today. Yes, we stopped at Costco yesterday. That was just for that guy over there. He needed more food. So we stopped at Aldi today, resupplied on a few things. Also picked up these I was going to say little, but kind of big steak bite type things. I don't know if you ever had steak bites at a restaurant. Jasper, do not claw that chair while I'm recording a damn video. Ridiculous. Gosh, I hope they don't sue me. That's not a thing, is it? Not sponsored. Don't really want to be either. Well, I mean, it'd be good. Jasper? I don't want to spray you on camera, but I'll do it. I'm going to grab the spray bottle and set it by me. He's running already. All right, we're going to keep that on hand. Sorry about that. Jeepers creepers. We're going to cook some steak bites for supper, and I'm going to make some rice in the rice cooker, as well as I'm going to throw some asparagus in the oven and cook that up. If I remember, I'll take pictures of it and throw it in here right now in this video. But yeah, they're pretty big, so I'm going to cut them up in even smaller pieces. It's like 1.1 something pounds of beef. Looks pretty good. It's like $7 at Aldi. So I'm looking forward to that, honestly. Something a little different that we don't usually make. Haven't had asparagus in a long time, so that'll be nice. But yeah, so like I said earlier in the kitchen, it was active recovery today, and I might have already thrown the log up. If I haven't, though, here it is. If I already have, ignore me, I'm an idiot. But yeah, so we did seated calf raise, and we supersetted that with leg raises for core, and then we did reverse curls with the easy bar for some forearms, just did that on its own, and then we did side crunches and wrist curls as well. Took about 35-40 minutes, and honestly I was kind of dragging my feet a little bit because I was a little tired again today, but that's all right. We made it through, and I'm gonna do my absolute best to get some better sleep tonight. The temperature in here was a bit too cold last night, actually, if you can believe that, but didn't have the heat turned on, and first snow, it dropped down to well below freezing. It's I think the lowest I got was 25 degrees, which will get much colder than that here the next couple months, but we'll deal with that when it comes. Lovely, lovely Midwest winters. I can't say much though, because we actually had a legit fall this year, which we usually, in the past few years, it's been 2 weeks of fall and then straight into winter in mid-October. Last winter, we only had one really big blizzard that shut schools down and kept me home from work, which was nice. That was when I had my cleaning job though, and now I trucked through this morning. The roads honestly were pretty dicey. They weren't awful. People were acting like they were awful. They're honestly worse now than they were this morning, but when I was on the interstate, which has a speed limit of 55 through the city limits up here,
people were going like 30. And they weren't driving Priuses either. These dudes were in pickups, which I get it, be more cautious than you think you need to be. Yes, okay. I won't talk down on them too badly, but I'm like, man, 25 miles under the speed limit, like, I was going 50. And I mean, yeah, I probably could have been going a little slower, but at the same time, it's like, I did just get new tires on Monday. I have all-wheel drive in my own vehicle for the first time ever in my life. Well, that's not true. My first car had all-wheel drive, but I only had that for about 2 years before I got my Chevy Impala. You know what, man? If you guys live in wintry areas where you have to deal with driving with snow and ice throughout the winter months, like, we'll just call it November through February. If you have to deal with snow or ice, like, pretty consistently during those months, let me know. What do you think? Are you like a super, super cautious, like, way below the speed limit no matter what type of person? So you have that, like, in the back of your head, so when it is really bad, you're not an idiot flying around and spinning and fishtailing and flying through stoplights and stuff? Or are you more so like me, where it's kind of like, come on, guys, we know how to do this? Because that's the thing too, is like, when there's a really bad blizzard, like, dude, I am driving slower than the average grandma is driving out there. I don't know, I just have, like, it's like when snow falls here, and it'll get better now, but the first snowfall especially, I feel like it's a universal thing. Everybody acts like it's the end of the world, and they've never seen snow before, and they've never driven in it before, and they have no idea what's going on, and they act like if they try to accelerate even a little bit when there's snow on the ground, they're gonna spin out and, like, start rolling or something. I don't know. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, man. I mean, the dog likes it. He loves snow. Maxie bear, come here. Come here. Do you like snow? Do you like snow? Do you like the snow? He likes snow. He's a real nervous, anxious feller. He is a rescue dog, and my girlfriend got him during the time of our lives where we were heavily encouraged to not leave our homes. So he really wasn't on his own much for the first, I don't even know how long, honestly, but for quite a while after my girlfriend got him, they were together like 99% of the time. Okay, buddy, you want to come up here? You want to come up here? Yeah, come here. Come on, lay down. Okay, he's going to lick my face. Yeah, you can lay down. He was just moping over there because he always assumes, like, we're just going to come home and let him out and then leave again, which, I mean, he is on his own for a fair amount of time, most days, like Monday through Friday. But at the same time, like, so I leave, my girlfriend leaves here at like 7:45, comes home for her break, usually between like noon and 1. So he's by himself for like 4 or 5 hours. And then I usually get home between like 2 and 3, we'll call it. So, I mean, yeah, he spends, hey, jeepers creepers. I don't know if you guys heard that, but the damn cat just came in and ruined my whole flow of thought. And you're acting weird because I'm talking. You're not used to this. I've only recorded here like 2 or 3 times. He's staring at me. So weird. So yeah, he spends like 5, 6. I am talking about him as well, so you're okay. All good things. Oh, that's a good flop. I don't think you guys can see him, but he's comfy now. So yeah, I mean, like 5 to 6 hours by himself every day, Monday through Friday, which it's a lot better than it used to be. I'll say that. It is, because we used to be on the same schedule. And shortly after I started working my personal training job, I was still picking up shifts with my old job because I was super focused on just having as much money as I could. Didn't realize that I was making myself miserable. I did eventually, and haven't gone back to clean since, and I don't plan on it because realistically, there are online coaching, online training jobs out there, like part-time, that are there and available to, apply for, and I don't see why I don't have a good chance of getting one of those if it ever got to the point where, like, me and my girlfriend were like, yeah, I need to start producing some more income, because full disclosure, she makes more money than me right now, but I'm okay with that. She's okay with that. There's gonna be people in comments like, "Oh, you think that, but really?" Like, yeah, okay, whatever, bro. Watch your own, Bobber. But that's the thing. Like, I have a capability of going out and making more money, but I'm not gonna force myself to be miserable. I'm spending that time focusing on creating content because I want this to become a thing. And not only do I want this to become a thing, like a job, an income stream for me, I want it for my girlfriend, I want it for her family, and I want it for my family as well. Like, I want this time and location freedom. So yes, I can spend as much time as I want with these two, but also my girlfriend, who I'm gonna make my wife one day, and both of our families, because we're gonna become one family, right? And I just want to be able to, I just want to get to a point in life where nobody in my family or anybody that's like very close with me ever really has to worry. Not saying like, oh yeah, I can just charter a private jet for you whenever, to wherever, for however long. Or like, not saying I have like a private chef. I'm not saying I have like somebody that goes and does my grocery shopping for me. Like, we pay someone that goes and does our grocery. Like, I'm not talking about any of this. I'm not saying I'm going to own a Lamborghini. I don't even really want to own a Lamborghini. That's a lot of money that, like, especially if, we don't want to live here the rest of our lives either. But like, I don't really care about that type of stuff. And yeah, everyone's like, oh, well, money changes people, blah, blah, blah. And that's also true. But I really just don't think I'm gonna become attracted to these $250,000 plus supercars that get like 5 miles to the gallon. I just don't. I honestly think Subaru Outbacks that are like modded out and like got the custom trim and like all the cool little gadgets on the inside and like sick interiors. I think those are cool as hell. So, and I want a nice big pickup truck one day too. Because who doesn't want a nice big pickup truck? It's safe. It gets you where you need to be. You can tow stuff. You can haul a lot of stuff. They're nice. They're they're made to be, like a Swiss Army knife. Like, you can do a little bit of everything with them. Some things you can do really well. Some things not so much. Like, their turn radius sucks. But they sure can tow a trailer way better than most vehicles, really. Weird tangent, bro. No, I truly don't care about materialistic stuff too much. I like having nice clothes. Like, I like to look nice, but does that mean I need to go out and spend $500 on a Gucci shirt or a Louis V shirt? No, man. Come on, bro. That is people spending thousands and thousands of dollars for just the name on it. Like, dude, I don't care if it says American Eagle or Tommy Hilfiger or whatever, bro. A lot of the times too, these more affordable clothing brands are like way better quality too. That's the worst part. And they actually look good. A lot of this designer shit really looks stupid. And you might go ahead, call me a hater, say I don't understand, say I don't get it, call me broke. Nah, you're stupid. And that's the thing too. Like, if you actually got it like that, and you do like that type of stuff, I mean, hey, go for it. But like, there's people going into debt. There's people getting their cars repossessed because they're missing payments, so they can go and have all these designer clothing brands. Or like, people are like leasing super nice cars, claiming that they bought it, claiming that they own it. Meanwhile, they're paying more a month on this lease than most people pay for their car payment, actual car payment, like a car that they bought, financed, whatever, however you want to call it. Like, I don't know, I kind of want to talk about that all on its own, just like this whole obsession with material. Because guys, at the end of the day, like, when we die, whether you're religious or not, whether you believe there's heaven or not, I fully believe, I know that there's heaven, because I know for a fact that Jesus Christ was real, still is real, and what he preached, what he taught is real and is still real, will be real for all of time, and that God exists, and therefore there is a heaven. And I'm on my way there whenever my time here on this earthly plane is over. I know I'm going up there. I know I'm gonna be big chilling with God and Jesus and all my loved ones that have gone before me, family, friends, and those that I don't even know will go before me yet. But one day we'll all be reconnected, and it's gonna be beautiful. Whatever you believe, whether you're religious, whether you're atheist, doesn't matter. When we die, All that stuff is gone. Okay? And obviously, yes, it can go to your family members. It can help them out. And, like, absolutely. I want to build a huge wealth. I want to build a huge estate. And I want to be not like an actual physical estate with a huge mansion and all this useless bullcrap. But I want to accumulate a large chunk of wealth so that I can be very, what's the word? Oh my goodness. Philanthropic. Yeah. It's a pretty big word. I want to be a philanthropist. I want to donate to charities. I want to donate to like truly good causes. I want to be able to do that. And while also like providing everything and so much more than my family could ever imagine. I want to do that, and I want to be a philanthropist. Like, I just want to provide for people, and I want to build super valuable and I just want to build. I don't know what I want to build exactly. I want to build a community here. I want to build companies. I want to build businesses that, yes, make money, because by making money, you're able to scale and help more people. Like, I don't know how to explain it, and like, I don't have the full plan is still formulating in my head. Like, God is still working in my life and molding me and forming me into who I need to be to do all these things. And it's a long road. It's going to be a long journey. I'm well aware of that. You know, again, guys, when we're talking about our goals and dreams, at least the type of goals and dreams that I want to chase after, we're thinking in terms of years, decades, you know, not months. Definitely not weeks, definitely not days. Like, we got to put in the work for a long time to get to where we want to be. But at the same time, the sooner you start and the harder you can work at it, the more consistent you can be, the quicker you'll get there. You know, you can do 5 times the amount of work that most people will do in a single day in the same amount of time. You just have to truly apply yourself and like cut out the distractions, you know, truly tell yourself, and like, you got to be specific too. You can't just be like, oh, I want to have a bunch of money. How much money do you want to have? How do you want to make that money? Why do you want to make that money? When do you want to have that money by? What's it going to be like when you do have that money? Where are you going to go? Where are you going to be living? Are you going to have kids? Are you going to be married? How many pets do you have? What does your dream house look like? What house are you living in when you are at that goal? You got to get this specific, guys, because if you can't feel it, if you can't smell it, if you can't touch it, if you can't see it, it's almost impossible. It's very hard to make vague goals and dreams come true. They need to be specific, and you need to be obsessed with them. Not only do you need to be obsessed with your goals and dreams, you need to be obsessed with the process that you do day in and day out, day after day after day after day after day. You have to get obsessed with that too, and you have to fall in love with it, and you have to truly find value and appreciation in just going through it. You know, there's going to be, trust me, the first few times I tried to edit any of these videos, granted, they're not edited well yet. I wouldn't say, I mean, they're all right. You know, I get the job done, but the first few times I threw them in CapCut and tried to get going. Like, I had watched a whole YouTube video, like 10 beginner steps on how to fully edit a YouTube video on CapCut from start to finish. It's a great video, and I still use those notes now, and like, I'm slowly applying more and more stuff from it to the videos I'm making. And I hope you're noticing a little bit. They're not great yet, but the first like 3 times I literally gave up and like rage quit and just uploaded the whole entire video unedited, uncut, just said whatever, screw it, man. But eventually I persevered. I kept coming back. I kept recording. I still kept posting, even though I knew, like, God, these are not great, but hey, just put them up, just keep going. And I kept trying, and then eventually it just kind of clicked. And I edited the first video, and granted, those first few videos were kind of rough too, because I was cutting everything, and I don't want to be like that either, because, you know, nobody's perfect. And I mean, that was definitely making those videos like harder to listen to and follow along to, and I just got to keep going and keep going and keep going. I mean, I've been working out so I started May, I feel like I said this before, May 20th or 21st, 2020. And now it's damn near 2025, right? So May of 2025 will be 4 years working out consistently. But I was very on and off before that. I was 20 years old, almost 21 when I started. Or no, 19, almost 20. Yeah, 19, almost 20. Right? Yeah. Okay, 19, almost 20. And but before that, I had been very on and off. But honestly, more on than off. But didn't really know what I was doing with training at all before that. But all that to say, like, I've stuck with working out for a long time now. It's been a part of my life for like literally half of my time being here, because around 12, 13 years old. Now I'm 24. And I've been going to the gym consistently for the past 3.5 years. But I only got really consistent and dialed in with like tracking my training and stuff like that, and a healthy diet. I still don't track my calories, and I really don't wanna. Sorry. I'm not like on prep. I'm not trying to do a show or anything by any means. I'm gradually gaining weight, so the bulk's working perfect. I've stuck with this for a long time, but only recently have I like really dialed it in. And now that I'm really dialed in on almost all parameters, sleep could still be better, and tracking calories could be a thing for me, because then I would know. I tracked for like a week or 2 weeks, like years back. So now I have a pretty good idea of like portions and sizes, and like, oh, this is probably about whatever. And I still eat a lot of the same stuff I did back then. But my point being is, like, you can do something for a very long time and see, you see results, but nothing fantastic, nothing like mind-boggling, nothing mind-blowing. But then all of a sudden, like, just like that, like for some people, like one day, you go from, I've been uploading YouTube videos for like a year and a half, 2 years, whatever, very consistently, like averaging 4 or 5 videos a week, and I'm sitting at 2,000 subscribers, and all of a sudden one video, it doesn't even have to be a video you just uploaded, it could be a video from like a year and a half ago. You've been doing it for 2 years. It could be literally a video that you uploaded a year and a half ago, and it could just, Jasper, no way you went behind the entertainment stand to claw the carpet. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh, wow. Yeah. That was extremely unfortunate. Leaned forward to spray the cat because he was behind the entertainment stand, clawing the shit out of the carpet. Also, if you know a better way to like get cats to quit doing shit you don't want, besides spraying them with a spray bottle like this, please let me know, because he sure doesn't like it, but he sure has no clue what we're trying to get across with it. Anyways, leaned forward because he's a ways away, wanted to make sure I got the angle, sprayed, came back, boom. Like literally half of this just all up in the carpet. It's cleaned, we're good. Sometimes you can work at something for years and years, and you'll see progress. You will see progress, period, unless you're just going about it in the literal worst way possible, like worst way imaginable, whatever it may be that you're doing. But you will see progress if you're working at something for years and years. You will see progress. But the progress that somebody else sees, that's not guaranteed for you. Somebody could start YouTube the same exact day as you, with the same exact content in mind, the same exact like niche, everything. And after 2 years, they could be sitting at 2 million subscribers while you're sitting at 2,000. It's just true. It really is, like, seriously. But what you don't see is the fact that that person might have been sitting around the same amount of subscribers as you were too, like 2 or 3 months ago. Now that's pretty crazy growth on any platform, 2,000 to 2 million in 2 to 3 months. But like, if you've been creating for a year or longer, like, you truly never know when it's gonna happen for you. You just gotta keep going and going and going and going. Because I'll tell you what, I thought I was making a lot of progress over the course of months when I was working out. But looking back on it now, seeing myself like what my physique was a year ago today versus what it is now, is just crazy. And, you know, I mean, you do see progress, like I said, over those months, but like it's smaller than you realize. But then when you look back over like the course of an entire year or 2 years or 3 years, whatever it may be, you're like, oh my God, I don't even remember what life was like, excuse me, back at that point in time. Like what? And it's just kind of crazy, and it's fun to think about. And you know, I just don't want people to get like super discouraged with themselves or anything when they've been super consistent with something, like the gym, for example, for like 3 to 4 months, and they're like, man, you know, like maybe your goal is to lose weight, you're a little overweight, whatever, and you want to drop like 30, 40 pounds, like over the course of a while. You know, obviously that's not going to happen in 3 to 4 months, but you know, it's been 3 to 4 months. You're like, man, you know, seeing some progress, like I'm a lot stronger, but I've only lost like 5 pounds. Dude, that's awesome. You've lost 5 pounds. Keep going. You feel better, don't you? You feel a lot better. You got more energy. You're stronger. You're eating healthier. You know, you actually have like, you're starting to have a hobby. I bet you kind of starting to enjoy the gym a little bit, you know, right? Or whatever it is you might be doing. Like just, you know, don't be so quick to give up. Don't be so quick to just say, guess this isn't meant for me. You know, I've been playing basketball for half a year now. Still can't dunk like LeBron. Still can't shoot like LeBron. Still don't have 4 championships like LeBron. Bro, what? You do realize an NBA season is longer than 6 months, right? But my point is, like, people will literally upload videos to YouTube or whatever social media platform, for example, for like 2 weeks. And they'll be like, how does Mr. Beast do it, man? I'm never going to be like him. No shit, you're not, because you're crying and giving up after 2 weeks. A lot of people don't realize how long he's been on like social media, creating content. Long time. He was a kid when he first started uploading stuff. And obviously it didn't really find success, but hey, he's been at it and learning for well over a decade. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know. I think we're going to start trying to do more recording at home, just because, you know, I can give all of my undivided attention to actually recording and what I want to speak about. And also, you know, the cat up here, he's got his little cat tunnel up here. He really likes it up there. He takes naps, and we got the dog sleeping over on his bed. But I think it's much better than recording in the car. Just sound quality is better since I don't have a microphone yet. Just recording on my phone. And you know, don't have to focus on other drivers around me and my own driving. And yeah, I think it's just a lot better here. And you know, for a while I was telling myself like, oh, it's so productive though, but yet I get home and like there's definitely dead time. There's definitely time that could be used more productively. So I feel like coming home and spending time recording will just make that even better for me. So thank you guys for tuning in. I truly appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one.